Hello and good morning to every one of you, and especially to Justine and Heavenly May. This day, we are blessed being a family or being a mother, a father and mother, that for the last time that you are getting married. I do remember that July 30, when we were about to go into Vancouver waiting for the flight, and you have phoned us that you were asking Heavenly May's hand and asking for the blessing and consent. So with our guidance and giving you 100% approval, that we gave you a blessing and consent, me and my wife at that time. So whatever you're going to plan, whatever you're going to do, go ahead. We are supporting you, whatever you did. You see that it's hard for us to go together because of this COVID. So by this means that we are here to say something, and Nanay will have to say something about your plan in getting married. So Nanay, it's your time.
Justine and Maymay, meron ako ditong babasahin sa para sa inyo. Inyo itong pakinggan. Ito'y hango sa Bible. God's plan for marriage. God's plan for marriage in a union of a man and woman in a committed, lifelong partnership. When we share marriage vows, God sees those as binding for a lifetime. This reserves the sacredness of intimacy for a lifelong commitment. He designed us to enjoy it with the protection of marriage covenant. Let marriage be held in honor among all, and let the marriage bed be undefiled. Hebrews 13:4. He loves to see people in happy marriage, and he longs to guide its couple in their marriage as well. God also uses a happy marriage as a symbol of how much he loves us. As the bridegroom rejoices over the bride, so shall your God rejoice over you. Isaiah 62:5. The Apostle Paul affirms this idea. Husband, love your wives just as Christ also loved the church and gave himself for her. Let each one of you in particular so love his own wife and him as himself, and let the wife see that she respect her husband. Ephesians 5:25 and 33. This respectful relationship filled with love and understanding and God ideal for marriage. Beloved, let us love one another, right? The Apostle John. Love is of God, and everyone who loves is born of God and knows God. 1 John 4:7. To truly love another human being, we learn what love really is through Jesus Christ. Difficulties along the way are inevitable, but that's why the Bible spends much time describing what unconditional love is like. Love suffers long is kind. Love does not behave rudely, does not seek its own, it not provoke. Think no evil, does not rejoice in iniquity, but rejoices in the truth, bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. Love never fails. 1 Corinthians 13:4. This kind of unconditional love can smooth the way for a strong, long-lasting relationship and healthy marriage. Think of your relationship to God and to your spouse like a triangle. You and your spouse are each at a point of the triangle. God is the top point of the triangle. The closer you get to God, the closer you will also be to one another.
In addition to that, Justine and Heavenly May, I have uh, seven suggestion for a happy marriage, and it goes like this. Number one, renew a sense of romance. Many couples don't create any opportunities for fun. When you ask them what they have done in the last week that was fun for both of them, so few of them can list anything at all. Some say they went to the movies but doesn't allow the couple to effectively talk or share together. Number two, build the relationship. This is about sustaining a sense of respect and honor for each other. It's about each holding the other as the most important person in their life and advertising that in publicly declaring their love and appreciation for each other. When you introduce your partner to others, don't just call her the wife or the hubby or wifey or whatever. This is the chance to say, have you met my princess? Or let me introduce to you my number one. This affirms your partner and also help to reinforce the value of your relationship. Goodwill, trust, and faithfulness are also vital for building your shared love. Number three is this. Learn to hear each other's feelings and emotion. This also lies at the core of healthy love life. Research shows that marital satisfaction is highly correlated with whether a person perceives their spouse to be emotionally and psychologically available to them. It means its partner responding in such a way that the other feels understood, validated, and cared for. You know you can readily share what's on your heart, your thoughts, your feelings, needs, and desire without fear or criticism, rejection, or interest. Number four is this. Avoid recycling the past. What does this mean? Couple needs to keep a strong focus on the present and maintain a warm positive attitude about their relationship. Couples who regularly criticize each other will be at much greater risk for divorce. Since showed that we need to offset the effect of one negative statement we make about our partners with five positive comments. Regularly using criticism and contempt in our relationship will guarantee a loss of passion and warmth and build negativity and loneliness. Number five is this. Learn to manage difficulties. Premarital counseling course says that all newly married couple needs to see conflict in inevitable in marriage, but it doesn't have to be the nasty negative kind that we so often imagine. The healthiest marriage can handle some heavy conflicts because the partner have learned to deal with their differences in ways that make it possible for one respect each other. They attack in the issue, not the person. It's about staying on track, staying focused, and knowing when you pause the clarity, when to stop talking and simply listen, and when to say, I am sorry, I got it wrong. Number six is this. The most important thing maybe, sustain sexual satisfaction. This is an era of love life in which most will be willing to pursue some homework. Marriage counselors suggest that couple sexual relationship is a thermometer of their all relationship rather. If sold pretty quiet in the bedroom for an extended period, it may suggest a deeper unresolved emotional issue such as stress, depression, or worry. The problem may also be caused by a health issues that needs attention, or it may simply means that the sexual relationship has become too predictable. As a woman told the counselor, I need to make an SOS. What does it mean, SOS? Emergency call or our sex life? It's the same old stuff. For many couples, there's no surprise, no creativity, no laughter, and fun. There's a little lead time just as usual. Are you awake? Sometimes when we are like to, do something to our wife and said, are you still awake? This area of relationship needs specific planning and genuine creative flair. We need to discover how we can convey a message that our physical love as a high priority. Jesus' statement, give and it shall be given to you, need to apply also to sexual relationship. We need to change our focus from what I'm getting out of this relationship to what I can give to this relationship. And after that, sexual relationship, say, you need to pray. I said, thank you, God, for this relationship that we have a sexual happiness because that's a pre-gift of our God, the most thing that we can forget. At, at last but not the least, number 7, get a regular checkup. Just as it's a good idea to get the car checked out every 10,000 mile or so, and just as we get our health check every year, so it will be good for couples to do a marital checkup at least once a year. What does this mean? Even if it's not a year or maybe just only a month, there will be having, let's say, in a couple, or let's say having sweetheart, they're having a 1 month anniversary, a monthsary, a second month anniversary. Why do our said that? Why don't we not said that happy first year anniversary instead of 1 year anniversary? Let's do it monthsary, the same thing as you are uh, sweetheart, something like that. So they need to discuss their marriage long enough to ask important questions as how are we doing as a couple? How confident are we that we are on the right track? Are we satisfied with all aspects of our relationship? Our levels of spiritual, recreational, emotional, and physical intimacy? Something like that. And do we feel strong and confident, or are there some areas we feel vulnerable? Answering questions such as this can real eye opener that can play an important role in minimizing the risk of taking each other and the relationship for granted. So, any relationship that has grown little cold will usually have some embers that may simply need some gentle fanning to get the parts burning again. Somewhat when we are received when we are when our sweetheart say yes, we are girlfriend, something like that. So as said, take charge of the task, dedicate the energy and focus it requires, and you may be surprised how soon you will be sitting around your relational fire, toasting like a marshmallow, and getting smoke in your eyes, and say, "I love you, sweetheart," something like that. "Thank you, sweetheart," something like that. So for now, Justine and Heavenly May, for the time being, that we are very thankful and we are very blessed because having a couple like you in a few moments or few hours for today. God bless both of you.
Best wishes.
Best wishes too. Thank you. Bye bye. See you soon. Later.